We back on Torture the City. We got a nice low key dude, bro. My son do a lot. State your name, bro.
Yo, what's good? It's NYCL KAI, man. We in the X right now. What's up?
Hell yeah. So before we get into anything, bro, like where you from originally, bro? Cause like the way you look, like you just look like you not from the Bronx, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what's your nationality? What's like where you from originally?
I was born in the city. I was born in Manhattan. I moved to the Bronx when I was probably like, I think I was like 3 years old or some shit. Like, I always lived in the Bronx. But I always went to school in the city. My mom put me into performing arts and shit, so I actually danced and shit. But yeah, I'm from the city. I'm from the Bronx. Moved to Brooklyn after high school, and now I'm back in the Bronx now.
Nah, that's what's up. So like, I met you through skateboarding. So like, what was that like, bro? Like, how did you start skating? Like, what got you into skateboarding?
Shit, I just always like to be active and shit and be outside, and I picked up a board. You know, people around me was skating and shit like that. I actually started longboarding first. I'm not gonna front. I started longboarding first, but that got me into downhill skateboarding. And I've been 65 miles an hour on a skateboard before. You feel me?
God damn.
With the radar gun, they shot that radar gun at me. I was going 60. I think it was 63 miles an hour or something. But yeah, I got into longboarding, which got me into downhill skating. And then after I started downhill skating, I like going fast. So then I just, I'm from the city. So I just started skating bowls and shit like that and parks and shit. And I've been skating since I was like 16. Been outside, LES skate park,
Hell yeah. So like, besides skateboarding, bro, I've watched you transition, bro. Like, you started making music. Like, what pushed you to start making music and like wanting to do something outside of skateboarding? Because there's skaters who like they just stick to skating their whole life, and then there's dudes who like switch up. They'll probably work a regular job or do some other shit. You really just started making music, and like your music's been going crazy, So what's gotten you into that? Like, who motivated you to do that?
Word, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Honestly, the skating got me into music. I mean, music was always in me. Like, my dad, my pops makes music, so like I always like music. Obviously, as a human being, like I like music and shit.
We all love music, bro, for a fact.
Right, we all love music. That's a fact. But when I started skating, mind you, I would always skate big bulls and stuff like that, and the competitions or the events that I would always go to, and the people I was around, they'd always play like real heavy, like hard metal music. I was never into rock growing up.
Wait, before you get into that, bro,
what's up?
Explain your like genre of rap music, because I can't even say you're just a rapper. You're like more of like metal, rap, like you're like all in one. Like, how would you explain your kind of genre of like music?
I just tell people I make music. I can't at this point. I can't put myself in a genre. You feel me? I make so much different types, but the shit people know me for, I would consider it like punk rap or like hardcore rap.
Nah, hell yeah. So like, tell me, bro, like what it's been like since you like started making music. Like, how's your process? Like, what do you do to like get in your mode when you're in the stew and shit? Like, what do you do to like get yourself in the zone to like really think like, all right, what am I gonna say? Like, your pain or whatever you go through, how do you get yourself ready to start spitting?
Shit, well, I'm really in the crib every day. Like, for pretty much every day I'm in the crib, which is also my studio, my office, you feel me? So I make music every day, whether it's me producing a project for somebody else, me mixing down somebody's project, or me working on my own shit. I'm always working on shit. But as far as making music, it's just whatever I feel that day. How I look at music is like it's like a journal entry for me. So every time I make a song, it's just another journal entry. And then from there, I pick out the best songs, and I'll either make a project or drop singles. But I'm always making music, so it's just whatever I feel. We always got shit on our minds, so just I express that. I try and get that out.
No, hell yeah, bro. Like you gotta express what you're going through, cause that it's like therapy almost, you know.
Facts.
Like I don't think a lot of people understand that. People think like, oh, you're just trying to make music to make it out. Yeah, you could say it like that, but like at the same time, this shit like a diary. This shit like a way to really get your thoughts out, bro. Because some people, if they don't get their thoughts out, they'll go crazy, you know. And the fact that you say that, bro, that lets me know like there's a lot of people who really use music as a way to get their thoughts out and to really motivate others to like let them know like, bro, I'm going through the same shit as you. So I respect that.
Right.
So like, how long have you been making music?
So the first studio session that I ever went to, mind you, I'm 26 right now. The first studio session I ever went to, I think I was 18 years old. But the first song I wrote, I was 17. So it's coming up on 10 years. You know what I mean? It's coming up on a decade. But, yeah.
That's what's up. Nah, hell yeah. So like, any artists you tapped in with? Like I peeped you tapped in with like a couple artists that's not from here and shit. Like name some, bro.
Shit. So I'm working with I've worked with a lot of artists. I used to be signed to Atlantic. When I was signed to Atlantic, there was a lot of well-known, notably known people that I worked with. My boy Corey Cuts, he was Pop Smoke's engineer.
Damn, shout out him.
Yeah, shout out him. I ran into Tudu G's before at the studio. He was
Tutu?
fucking with my shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Damn, shout out Tutu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I worked with Illmind. He's an ill producer. He produced for Drake. He produced for a lot of people. I worked with Dylan Brady. I worked with a lot of amazing people and a lot of amazing more people. I'm producing for a lot of local artists though, you know what I mean? So be on the lookout for a lot of shit coming this summer.
Oh yeah, so like what's coming up for you next, bro? Like let's go back to skateboarding a little bit. Like you got anything with skating? Like you got any like skate footage or anything? You got anything you trying to do with skateboarding?
I'm definitely I run an organization called New York City Locals.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of homies and shit like that skate. So I've been thinking about working on a little NYCL skate edit for sure. I did a skate tour. I did a music tour 2 years ago. I went from up here all the way from New York all the way to all the way to Florida, and we went to skate parks.
God damn.
And we performed at skate parks. So I want to do that again, like this year or something.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, definitely. You know, I'm always into with the skate culture and just like all my peoples at skate, because that's where I started making music from. So it's like it's always going to be with me, the skating, all that. And yeah, definitely clips coming soon. I'll just be at my local for those people at Cooper.
Trying to make music. I get it.
Yeah, I'll just be at my local, man.
So could we expect an EP, an album? What's up? Come on.
Yeah, so look, this year I already dropped. I'm dropping a third project on June 2nd. That's coming out. It's called Parasite. I dropped another project called Spoken Word a couple months ago. I dropped a project called Live. It's the demo version. I'm working on the studio project for that. I got a lot of visuals on the way. I'm producing over 20 projects with different people, and my real goal this year was to get a beat placement. So that's what I'm working on, to get a nice beat placement from a well-known artist.
Oh yeah. So like, bro, I just peep, bro. You really like, you make all your beats, you do everything yourself. You have your own studio. Like that's amazing. Like, how does, like, what made you do all of that, bro? Like, what drove you, like, fuck everything, I'm just gonna make my own studio, I'm just gonna do everything myself? What drove you to that road, bro? Because it's hard, bro. Like, to be an artist and to make beats and, like, to produce everything yourself, it really takes, like, time and, like, the heart, like, the skill, everything. What drove you to that point?
Right. Yeah. Well, first off, I was going to say I had a project that I dropped last year in September. Yeah. It was called DIY, which means do it yourself. But I've definitely been on that tip. I've always kind of been like that, you know what I mean? I feel like most skaters are too, because when it comes down to it, it's like with skating, you don't have a coach, you know, it's really on yourself. Like, are you going to do it yourself, or are you going, you know, But as far as the music though, when I was signed, you know, shit was a little bit easier for me. I didn't have to worry about mixing and mastering my shit. I had a budget for that, so it wasn't like I had to go work Uber to then pay somebody to mix and master my projects. But once I got released from this deal, I just started doing everything myself. You know what I mean? And it took time. Like I said, I've almost been making music for 10 years. My shit was ass for about 8 years, you know, as far as like producing and mixing. Like I had to hone in and really work on the shit. But, you know, producing, I just been, ever since I've been independent, I just had to do more myself. But I love it because what I put in is what I get. So I just been all gas, no brakes. That's the last song on DIY, all gas, no brakes.
Nah, for a fact. Nah, I peep, bro.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the foundation good right now. I'm 26, you know, I'm looking a couple years ahead, like 5 years, you know. I have my beat placements, you know, as a producer too, you get your 50% split, so I could be eating for the rest of my life off these splits from producing. That's why I'm producing. Right, yeah. So all producers know you are entitled to a 50% split on any song that you make with any artist. That's how the industry works. Don't let people tell you otherwise. But if you don't know this information, then people will get you. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So like, let them know where we at right now, bro.
We in the X, man. We in the trenches for real. Like, yo, Mitchell's is right back there, right behind me.
It get real spooky over here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It get real spooky over here.
Fact. So,
bro, we got a nice surprise for them, bro. I don't think they know who really runs what you do, bro. So let them know who run Junkyard, bro.
Yeah. So I run Junkyard for all the people that don't know. You know, it's funny because I've been doing this shit for almost a year now, and I would have thought people would have known about it because I be posting on my page and shit, but I just, you know, I got so much other shit that I'm doing too. Like, you know, I'm doing the clothes. I got merch, NYCL.store. Go follow the page. Yeah, so, but yeah, man, I'm doing all this shit just like you're doing these podcasts. I'm doing this shit for the culture, and it's just beautiful to see each other work, people work with each other, and creatives making new shit. That's really what this shit is about. So,
oh, fuck. You know? So, like, what drove you to make, like, the Junkyard, you know? Because, like, it's a unique, like, it's a unique platform for dudes, underground rappers and shit, metal artists, whoever, to like really perform and showcase their music. What got you into that, bro? Because like a lot of dudes don't do that type of shit where they have a mix of like rap, it could be drill rap, metal in one spot, and the spot's called the Junkyard. Like that's amazing, bro.
Yeah. You gonna like this one. Like this one.
Come on, bro. Like, look, explain that.
So it was pretty simple, man. I did a little bit of research because, I mean, I make hip-hop type shit, you know what I mean? I make music, and I'm from the Bronx, but I ain't really know what hip-hop really started on. Hip-hop started on they say it started on the 4 pillars of hip-hop: DJing, MCing, graffiti, and breakdancing. So, mind you, we in the Bronx. I make music and shit. I got my backyard. I can't get on NPR Tiny Desk, and I know a lot of my peoples is really talented but can't get on that either. I have studio equipment, I throw shows. Pretty much I'm trying to encapsulate hip-hop back here, you know what I mean? Not only are we doing, it's not one genre of music back here. We've had DJs on here, we're having live bands come, we have graffiti. Every artist at the beginning of their set, they do graffiti, you feel me? So we got that incorporated, and we gonna have dancers on here soon. And it's going to be, you know, we're just elevating it. It's a platform for local artists. I care more about the talent than I do about your follows and what you look like. If you got heat coming out, then that's what we need.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to support. Just the people that don't get enough.
For a fact. What's gotten you to make music? Like, how do you balance between, like, making music and, like, being a skater? Like, how do you deal with all that, bro? Because you own a business and you make music. How do you deal with all of that, bro, at the same time?
I'm actually, the biggest thing I'm gonna have to say is a calendar. It's a calendar. Without my calendar, I probably wouldn't have done most of the shit that I'm doing.
Just time,
and it be simple things like that. But it's like, yo, I have so many ideas in my head. If I don't write them down and actually plot them out and then attack everything I have to do, it wouldn't happen. I would have too much shit going on in my head. Like, I'll even write if I have to go skate. You know what I mean? I'll write, yo, on Wednesday, I'm going to go skate. Just like, I'll make a random day. Like, I'll come up with it. Boom, I'm going to go skate. Make sure I do that. Make sure I send out some Junkyard session emails. Make sure I mix and master this project. I have a session. I be doing recorded sessions with people. So I just, stay busy, and any way there is to make money, I take it, and I'm just trying to build a good foundation and make sure I can have a way I can get money without having to work for anybody else.
Oh yeah.
So I'm with it to do more work right now, knowing that I won't have to work for anybody else in the future.
Is there anybody from the Junkyard that we gotta look forward to seeing? Like next, like any big names, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like big names, little names. Anybody we gotta look forward for it?
We got a lot of fire sessions out right now. If y'all haven't check out the YouTube, check out the IG. We got J Prob and Rocky Snyder. They're fire. Yeah. Their session should be coming up soon. NYCL KAI just did another session.
Shout out Damo.
Just
went crazy. Just went crazy. Queens.
Shout out to everybody that was really on the Junkyard, man. So far, it's been crazy. But we definitely have a lot of bigger artists coming up soon. A lot of bands coming up too. So just stay alert, stay tuned in.
For a fact. So before we get out of here, bro, let them know your socials, where they can hit you up at. Whatever you be on, Instagram, Facebook. Let them know what your shit, where they can reach you at, bro.
Yeah, so I go by NYCL KAI. You can follow me at Instagram NYCL_KAI. I'm on YouTube. You could follow Junkyard Sessions at Junkyard Sessions on IG. You could follow NYCL. I throw events every month. I'm throwing a festival this summer too.
Look out for that.
New York City.locals. And follow the store page for the merch, NYCL.store.
Hell yeah. All right, bro. Torture the City. We out. We see y'all next time.
Torture the City. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.